Ooh, some people are not going to love my opinions on this one. Hello there, so if you've been on this channel for any length of time, you can pretty much figure out pretty quickly I love Disney, cartoons, animation, all that good stuff. And I will share some of my spicy hot takes that a lot of people will not agree with me on, but that's okay. Yeah, this is really just anything involving Disney. It could be the TV shows, movies, theme parks. First one, I don't know how much of a hot take it is, but I know that when I said this in the past, a lot of people were very upset at me. So I guess it's a hot take that I hate Chicken Little. I thought we were all in agreement on this, but once I talked about that, yeah, I had people coming out of the woodworks. How great Chicken Little is and how could anybody hate it? I did not know that you guys were out there, and I will say to you now, I respect your opinion, but I still can't stand the movie. So love it as much as you want, enjoy it. And if you guys want to know why I don't like it, here's a video about why I don't like it. I went into incredible detail. Next up, there's a couple of cult classics within Disney that aren't super popular with like the general public, but within the Disney fandom are considered to be like amazing movies, and I can't get on board with them, I'm sorry. And those are The Black Cauldron, Atlantis, and Meet the Robinsons. I'm not saying these are all terrible movies. I don't think that they're just like incredibly awful. But for each one, I get why it hasn't really stuck around in the general populist mindset. Now, Treasure Planet, I Will Fight, needs more love. Emperor's New Groove, I Will Fight, needs more love. And there's other, like, you know, cult classic ones within Disney that I will defend. I can't really defend these three very much. It's like Meet the Robinsons is okay. I mean, when I talk to people about it, like, I know they really love the main message, and the main message is really good, but man, that house is so chaotic and the characters are all over the place, and I just walk away going, too much happened in too little of a time, and yet I feel like nothing happened. Atlantis, the animation is stellar and superb, and it's a joy to look at. I don't know, it felt like it was missing the heart of a lot of Disney films. I wanted to get more invested emotionally, and I felt like everything felt too shallow for me to do that with. Like, it was a fun adventure, but I wanted more of an emotional story, and I never felt like it gave it to me. And Black Cauldron, I like some of the moments, but overall, I feel like I still have no idea what's going on. Like, when we get to the witches and the fairies, I'm like, what are we doing here again? I thought there was a pig who could see the future, but now we're talking to witches in a cloud, and all of a sudden there's fairies around me. I don't get what's going on. I've watched this movie like 5 times now, and I still don't understand how to explain the story to somebody. But once again, if you love these, great. Don't want to take that away from you. My next spicy take is, I actually like The Good Dinosaur. I know so many people want to hate on this movie and say it's awful and it's terrible, and yeah, it's not the greatest of Pixar movies, but personally, I'd rather watch it again over Toy Story 4. I think that might be a spicier take than saying that I like The Good Dinosaur, is that I'd rather watch that over Toy Story 4. But yeah, I have a soft spot for The Good Dinosaur. Do I think it's the best Pixar film ever made? Not by a long shot, but I still think it's fun and enjoyable. A bit misguided here and there, but I think overall it's got a good heart. I also know this movie's been through a lot, and honestly, considering the just development credit went through, I'm surprised the movie turned out as good as it did. And if you give me Sam Elliott as a Tyrannosaurus Rex, you did something right. This one will hurt. I don't get the people mover. There, I said it. I still don't get it. Same with Living with the Land. I don't understand why people like that attraction. Maybe it's because I didn't grow up with it. Maybe because I'm not nostalgic for it. If I went to Disney World by myself, I probably wouldn't ride it. Maybe once if I was really tired in the middle of the day and just kind of wanted to break, sure. I certainly don't love it enough to fight to petition to get one in Disneyland. I really don't care that we don't have one. I feel nothing towards the people mover. To me, it is a thing that exists, and if it went away, I would feel nothing. I know, there's gonna be so many of you guys who'd be so mad at that. Sticking with the parks, oh, I don't get Peter Pan either. I'm sorry, I just don't. Why are we waiting an hour for this ride? This ride is not worth an hour wait. It's just not. It's just not. Like, it's not a bad ride in and of itself. Especially at Disneyland, we've got a bunch of like those older rides that were there closer to opening, and they're really cool rides. They're fun, they're quaint, I enjoy going on them. But Peter Pan is a ride that I will never wait more than 15 minutes for it. 15 minutes is my max, unless I'm with friends who really want to ride it, and then I will do longer. But if I have my way, it's 15 minutes max wait for that ride. To me, that's all it's worth. Like, it's a fun ride, but not longer than 15 minutes. But this line is consistently at 45 minutes to an hour. How? And then at Disney World, they like run out of passes for the entire day. I don't get it. And next up, this one is, this one's real unpopular opinion. Yeah, Soarin' Around the World, I think is way, way, way better than Soarin' Over California. I know, I just made some people squirm in their seats right now. Let me explain to you. I did not grow up with Soarin' Over California. I did not watch Soarin' Over California till I was an adult. And it was sold, maybe it was because it was too hyped to me before I went in, because I was working at the Digi store at the time, and all my coworkers were like, oh, you gotta ride it, there's so much there, it's so great. So I go, and I'm very underwhelmed. I'm like, this is it? This is showing all of California? We fly over Los Angeles traffic and a golf course. This is really showing me the wonders of California? I mean, granted, there were some other beautiful scenes, and I will acknowledge there were some pretty scenes. But overall, it felt very underwhelming when a good chunk of the ride is watching a golf course and watching traffic on the 405. That's my commute. Why am I going to Disneyland to watch what I sat in to get to Disneyland? Whereas Soarin' Around the World, yes, there's some CG elements, but they don't really bother me. Yes, there is a warped view of the Eiffel Tower near the end if you sit in the wrong place. Yeah, that is a bit of a problem, I'll give you that. But everyone's freaking out about like, oh, the orange scents. We get like 3 different scents on this one. You get, I think it's jasmine, you get grass, you get the ocean, and it's got elephants. I can't be upset at that. This is something I would expect to see at a Disney park. Just going on this fantastical tour around the world. That's why I really like Soarin' Around the World better. I just think there's more interconnectivity, there's more amazing things. I just think it's a better attraction overall. My other unpopular opinion, y'all gotta let the Electric Light Parade go. I'm sorry, you really do. I did not grow up with the Electric Light Parade. I have no nostalgia for it. I only watched it as an adult when Disneyland brought it back and everyone was making such a big deal. It's back, it's back, it's back! Now granted, my first nighttime parade was Paint the Night. And I don't know why that's not going anywhere. Is it playing at any park now? It should be. It was a really great show. I went from that to then to the Electric Light Parade that everyone went nuts for, and they were like, oh my gosh, it's back! It's so much better than Paint the Night! So I go to see it, and I was like, wow, y'all, this feels really dated. Oh, it needs so much help. This doesn't feel like a big, amazing attraction. It feels like something that's like on life support, you guys. It needs some revival. It's like, clear! I get it, this might have been like the coolest thing you ever saw when you were a kid, but we've come a long way since then. Let's let it go, and let's get a new show. I still don't know what happened to Paint the Night. That was a great show. I keep getting on Paint the Night. I don't think it's like the greatest show of all time. I just thought it was dramatically better than the Electric Light Parade. And I don't understand why the Electric Light Parade keeps coming back to Disney, but we have not seen Paint the Night in like 8 years. This may be the biggest hot take of all. I don't get Peter Pan, the movie. I don't think it's a bad movie. I don't think it's an awful movie. The animation, of course, is stellar. But I watched this movie going, how is this so many people's favorite movie? To me, it's like my least favorite of like the older films. I feel like there's nothing happening. The characters are cute and charming, but I don't know. I want them to do something. It just feels like a bunch of kids just running around and just, you know, no plot, no structure, no nothing, and just eventually Hook is like, ha! You know, every time I watch it, I just sit there going, there was so much potential for this, and I feel like it just all got squandered to just watch a bunch of kids play. And what I'm coming to understand is that's what everybody loves about it, is that there's not like this big cohesive plot, you're just watching kids play. For me, I don't really care about that in my movies, but hey, if that's what you love about it, more power to you. But yeah, that movie just was not made for me. Whew, so if I have any followers left after that, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down in the comments, even though I'm sure some of y'all are already down there. Let me know what you guys thought. Let me know some of your spicy takes, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! And big thank you to all of my Patreons. Without you, this channel wouldn't be what it is today. Thank you so much.